Hello everybody, it's your boy they call me today to play a little bit of Metroid Fusion Open Randomizer. This is gonna be an exciting one, maybe. Or maybe it's gonna be a really boring scene, who knows. How are y'all doing? Let me know in the comments, of course. I'm trying out a new thing. Pretty much, one, I've got bad acne today, so don't worry at all about my, my camera, right? It's not gonna come on. It's just not happening. I haven't played enough Fusion Open Randomizer. You know, I've never done it as much as I wanted to, and so just doing a little bit of that just to kind of get back in the groove of things. I think my buttons have a little bit of delay. It's a little weird, right? Like it lags a little bit, but only slightly. It's like I run a little bit further. Yeah, something's wrong here, very clearly. I might have to figure this out. It just doesn't feel snappy enough, you know? Or maybe it's just a skill issue, who knows? Anyway, I am looking forward to playing some more Fusion Randomizer. I'm trying out a new thing. I'm just gonna like do runs of randos and like roguelites and stuff just to enjoy my experience a little bit more, you know? I've been playing too many games. We get some missiles. Yeah, just missiles. I've been playing too many games that are like super long commitments. Oh, you need to know the story. You need to know every single part in order to like really appreciate it. No, none of that. All you need to know is Metroid, which is something that my audience already knows. You don't even need to know Metroid necessarily to enjoy this. Because it's like side-scroller, platformer. Okay, yeah, I understand. We get upgrades. Okay, yeah, upgrades. Yeah, map's the same every time, which isn't so crazy, right? Not so hard to understand. And so I feel like it's the perfect thing to just, like, record out, play a little bit with the, time that I have. Get some items here. Health upgrade, very nice, and some upgraded missiles. The fusion missiles, I can charge them in order to cause a huge icy explosion. They also add a little bit of damage to my missiles, allowing me to two-shot this door here. That door has like a 50% chance to open and shoot a beam at me, which makes them non-vulnerable. Little ammo upgrade. Nice. Little secret in here too. Yeah, basically, I want to treat every single new randomizer as an experience to show people something that maybe they haven't seen before, right? Now, a lot of my current audience has obviously seen randomizers. There's some of the most popular videos on my channel outside of some dumb thing from years ago. Alright, here's Arachnus, first boss. This boss is annoying, but that's about it. I'm trying to save some missiles because this guy will transform into something dumb. Boom, the dumb thing has just appeared. Boom, dumb giant circle. Die, circle. That circle takes about 3 hits from missiles. A little bit more if you have a missile upgrade like I do. And that's, I mean, that's super easy, right? Boom, take them down. Take one of those and call me in the morning. Now we're headed off into the next couple of sectors. If you're not familiar with Metroid Fusion, it's split up into approximately 7 areas. You have the main deck, which is where I'm at right now, where most of the runs are going to start, because this version doesn't have a random starting location. And then sectors 1 through 6. Each sector has its own, like, gimmicks to it, as well as its own layout that are super interesting, and you can kind of pick to go to them in any order you want, as long as you have enough items. Sector 2, Sector 3, and Sector 5 all have a colored lock that you have to go and unlock in order to reach another tier of sectors, and the tiers are split up into... I missed something. Are split up into tiers 1, 2, and 3. So, like, Sector 1 and 2 are the tier 1. They're locked behind the blue gate. Sectors 3 and 4 are locked behind... No, they're not locked. I'm misexplaining this. Plasma beam. Nice. Sectors 1 and 2 are open from the start. Sectors 3 and 4 are locked behind blue. Sectors 5 and 6 are locked behind green locks. And then Sector 5, well, yeah, Sector 5 has yellow locks. And those yellow locks allow you to get to a couple of places, but they're not super impactful. And then Sector 6, not Sector 6, lower Sector 4, which is accessed through Sector 5, mainly has a red lock, which allows you to go and fight the final boss, alongside a couple of other niche access points that aren't too crazy. Anyway, here we are in Sector 1. Sector 1, SRX, is based off of the environments of Metroid 2 area. Looks very interesting. A lot of another Metroid 2 remakes, aisles are actually from this game, or heavily based off of this game's portrayal of SRX, or SR388, the planet from Metroid 2. So it's really easy to imagine how that happened as a fan game. It's like the most faithful portrayal, I think, of the original Metroid 2, and it's the most charming portrayal of the original Metroid 2's, like, look. Look at the power bomb data. We can use these power bombs. They're like a mini nuke. You can basically just use them to destroy stuff. I forgot to explain, by the way, the plasma beam slightly decreases damage, but the beam hits multiple times and pierces. So it overall does a lot more damage. It basically like one-shots everything, because it hits per frame, which is pretty strong. You see these guys are like melting pretty easily. It's nice because it also has an armor-piercing property, allowing it to dispatch a lot of enemies that would otherwise be immune to normal beam damage. I want to check. I can't see that. I didn't do it right. Okay, I have 3 energy tanks. Each energy tank gives you 100 extra health. Ooh, that charge beam and plasma. That's 2 of the 4 items I actually need in order to go to the final boss. The other items I need are the gravity suit and speed booster, alongside everything that I would need to reach the red locks. So bombs and missiles, and the Varia suit, force through attack. Really depends on the situation. Ooh. We're cooking right now. We're definitely cooking a little bit, except for in the movement department. I am not cooking. Oh, I suck. Don't worry about that. Sometimes I miss. It happens. Like I said, I feel like there's a little bit of input delay, but it might be a skill issue. I'll have to check later. And you know, we're not too far in already. You've probably already learned a lot about the game if you didn't, like, already know. This randomizer is super cool. I'm using the Metroid Fusion Open Randomizer. This one's been out for a while. It's not to be confused with a currently in development randomizer for Metroid Fusion that's a bit more robust than this one. This one got an update a little while ago, and I'm having fun. Okay, so I was wrong about Plasma just at base having an armor-piercing property. It's Charge that has the armor-piercing property. Basically, you can think of Charge as like, you hold down the button to charge a beam, and it fires out that beam, and it's got missile-like properties. Now, this room, it's just kind of like faster to run through the water. Oh. It's a good thing I have power bombs, by the way. And watch out, you could get stuck in here if you don't have some kind of bomb and some kind of missile. Luckily, I have both. I'm gonna use a missile here because why not? Power bomb tank, I don't care about those at all. They are very abundant in this game. Oop. See this door's 50-50 chance? Oh, I should be using my charge beam. My charge beam has a flare at the beginning that counts as a second projectile. Them combined do a lot of damage, especially with plasma, except for against this guy. Oh, I've messed up. I've been shot. This is where you get charge beam in the base game. You can shoot them in the eye and get them stuck like this. It's very funny. Because they kind of suck. And we get an energy tank. 5 energy tanks. They definitely want me to run around in lava, which is what I did to get the charge beam, so I guess the next place I'll go is Sector 2 after this, because now I have bombs. It's pretty good. There's a lot of secrets in this game, by the way. You're gonna learn secret locations for sure. It's the place that always has something nice. Super missiles. It's just a flat damage upgrade. Small fire rate decrease for missiles, for fire delay for missiles, and a little bit of projectile speed changes, but nothing too crazy, and honestly, it's one of my favorite upgrades in this game because it's just flat damage. Alright, we're here in Sector 2, everybody. Hello, welcome back. So for Sector 2 is green. It's called the tropical sector, sort of. And there's a reason for that. It is tropical. Okay, these don't do anything to that. It features bug-like enemies, like these caterpillar guys that do more damage than they have any right to. And stuff from mainly the planet Zebes, like rippers and, well, these bugs and hunters in later stages of this area. The key hunters, the wasp things. Rippers are like the shell guys. We'll see some of those. Anyway, the big draw of this area is that there's a lot of items that are locked behind bombs here, as well as a lot of the area that you're going to want some kind of movement-focused upgrade to get around. Down below. Power bombs are actually really nice for this area. Like, disproportionate to certain other areas. They're really good here. Power bombs have a small quirk where you instantly let go of a ledge if you're within their blast radius. It's a weird quirk, but it's a quirk that you get used to playing around after a while. So I'm gonna lay a power bomb here. Power bombs, by the way, super good in Metroid Fusion. Not good enough to warrant the millions of power bomb tanks they give you in this game, but still quite nice. And I'm taking a weird route here, basically to come over and get this stuff right away. Gotta watch out for the ouch. Okay. Item up here. Another E-tank? What do they want me to do with all of this? Well, I tell you one thing. If I get Space Jump and Screw Attack, I have like a really free boss fight in this area. Now, I'm not going to go down any further because I'll get stuck down there and I don't want to. Instead, I'm going to go over to the other side of the sector first. Here, I'll grab this, though. Give me through. Missile tank. Gross and coke. Gotta get back out. The annoyances of power bombs on full display here. And the annoyances of this room on full display as well. Now, this area has not been the most rewarding, just a lot of, like, temporary things. I don't really need more E-tanks than I have, unless I'm gonna be damage tanking a lot. And I don't plan on damage tanking a lot. Another missile tank, very annoying. There's a certain amount of missile tanks that you normally want to have. I usually think like 80 missiles is enough, like max. However, with plasma and charge beam, I actually don't even need more than what I have here, because now they're kind of a utility tool. They go from your main offensive tool to like a really utility-focused tool. And I'm not going to go down here because I don't have a way to get back out if I run out of power bombs. Okay, now that I have blue locks, I can actually go to Sector 4 here. This is that tiered lock system I was talking about. Sector 2 has the blue locks. They're pretty openly accessible without items. So it's always a nice place to go first if you have the resources. I didn't really have the resources I wanted, so I decided to go Sector 1 first. And here we are in Sector 4. I'm actually going to recharge here real quick because my power bombs are low. And you want to have a lot of bombs in this area. Now for me, this area is going to be a little interesting. Because I have super missiles, which lets me shoot this guy down. But I also have the diffusion missiles. And I haven't really shown off what those do very well yet. But let me actually do that right now. If you hold down the arm missile button with diffusion, what you can do is fire it, and it'll let out this burst, which froze that enemy there. It's like a power bomb for freezing enemies a little bit. Which is really nice for getting around certain little spots. Here we get the wave beam. Ooh, that's kind of annoying. The wave beam is a damage upgrade. It's really strong, but it makes the beam like travel through walls, which actually isn't that bad. I forgot to start charging my diffusion missile as I went through this door. You want to charge that before going through doors because it'll charge during the door transition. Well, not exactly. It actually just completely fills its charge upon going through, but keeps playing the noise. It's more noticeable if you had like a game that skipped the door transitions or sped them up. It does the same thing actually with charge beams, which is interesting. You can place this here. You'll get this secret item, which is the Varia suit effect. I thought I had the Varia suit. I didn't. I just had a really confusing suit. And we got like a really cool looking morph ball here. Ooh, this Varia suit looks great. Finally, we don't look ugly-ish anymore. Kinda looks like I have a bomb sticking to me, which is interesting. Very interesting. Now, because I have diffusion missile, I can actually come in here without worrying about getting stuck. Because this is not your typical, like, roguelite experience, this is a Metroidvania, we have to exist inside the rules of the original map to a certain extent. And that means that if you're not careful with how you save or how you play, you could actually get stuck. And getting stuck can be pretty scary. Because that just means you have to go back to the last save point without any of the things that you currently recovered. You can kind of think of it like a... Well, I mean, it is a soft lock. You can think of it like a game over, but self-inflicted, as opposed to being inflicted by an enemy, right? It's a knowledge check. Now, this area, luckily, because I have a way to freeze enemies or, you know, move infinitely upwards, I can actually get out without Speed Booster. With Speed Booster, there's some blocks you can just run through. And because I've unlocked the blue doors to get here, I can also reach the switch that lowers the water level. Now, personally, I've been a modder. I've been modding a lot of a certain Metroid fan game. And I've implemented a water level changing system alongside some other water related goodies. Just because I like water, right? Like for instance, this right here, this water level is going to be different from the water level that's down here. Something that isn't currently possible in, well, that isn't in the vanilla AM2R. Or I think even Super Metroid doesn't have that feature built into it. So what I've done is I've implemented it into AM2R, another Metroid 2 remake. I talked about it earlier. Because it just adds a little bit of extra cool stuff to what the level designers for modding can do. And I wasted a power bomb here. That was dumb. Here, I'm gonna go get this power bomb tank because I want a little bit extra. 10 is usually enough, if you're fighting a lot of bosses. I'm not fighting a lot of bosses. I'm not, like, routed that way. Gotta say, by the way. I know I said it earlier, but I really do love how this suit looks. It looks sick. I'm kind of unhappy with the way that this has turned out so far. This area exploration. No speed booster makes this really annoying. I think Varia suit was the best thing I got here. And without speed or screw, I can't even really make good use of it. Because I need speed booster in order to clear area 3's green switch, which I actually need in order to even enter a sector where Varia's suit would be super viable. Now, Sector 3 does have some viability, but it's not a lot. With Varia's suit, just because heat damage is not nearly as bad as cold damage in this game. Heat damage, you just kind of take some damage, whatever. Cold damage is a menace. Nope. Because cold damage deals knockback. Alright, and there's a refill. We're about to fight our first, like, actual boss. Arachnus is a boss by technicality. Bang! Ooh, you see that dodge? Check it. Ah, I didn't dodge that time. Take a hit there. Now, I don't have a high jumping ability. Ooh. So, because I don't have a high jumping ability. Got him! This fight is a little harder to dodge the attacks, but not too hard. Woo! Up here, bait him. Got him. That's not a speed booster, so I don't really care. We can go back to the main menu, and we can leave this area. So what I had to do was fire a diffusion missile at the wall in just the right place, do a wall jump to get up on top of the crab. That way I was high enough up to actually jump up without being able to ledge grab because of the power bomb, and then place the power bomb and time it properly. Ooh, we're out of there. Nice. So here I am at the entrance of main deck. This is back where we started. Using a power bomb, you can get through this wall, come down here through the reactor silo. I love the blue colors of this area. They're quite cool. I mean, they're blue, so of course they're cool. Yeah, that's a little color theory joke for you people who... Not really even theory, it's just color fact, I guess. A little color fact for you. Blue is a cool color. We're going to go and check out a couple of items here. If I don't get space jump, then I can't do the boss here with a high degree of confidence. However, I can at least check these, and if they're nothing, then I'll see you at Sector 3, and, well, I'll see you wherever the action starts to take place. Let's see what's down here. Missile. Okay, well, I'll see you at the next place. We're actually back in Sector 2. Sector 3 didn't really have anything of any value whatsoever. And so I'm gonna just go and check some stuff out here at Sector 2 right now. There's an item down here that I can get to. And then these power bombs will help me get to the other side of Sector 2. Which, without a jump item, isn't the worst thing ever, because I have access to the diffusion missiles. And here, what do we get? Ice missiles. Ice missiles are actually going to be demonstrably helpful. Because they just freeze on direct hit. Wait, I can't actually go forward here. So I'm stuck. Right, so that was dumb. I'm going to instead go to the other place. Down to the right in this room, there is more to do that I can reach without soft locking myself. I forgot that I was pretty much putting my prayers directly in the hands of a very small chance of getting exactly what I wanted, which was either bombs or high jump. There's an item over here that I can technically reach, that I'm gonna go for. And I'm hoping I don't have to do Kuza, you know? If I have to do Kuza, that's so funny. Make sure I don't miss this. Okay. This isn't very helpful. I'm worried that I'm gonna have to do the boss Yakuza in order to get Space Jump. I don't think it's very likely, but it's definitely, certainly possible. And would be a big ol' pain. That's a big ol' pain. Speaking of big ol' pains, I need this guy to actually get out of the way so that I can be a failure. I'm a failure. I'm a failure. I failed. That's the definition of a failure. Please don't go up. Oh, so annoying. The 50-50 here is annoying. Okay, they're coming down. That's great. That means I can get off this wall jump. And then... yeah! Now I can check this room and hopefully get the 50-50 right. I got the 50-50 wrong. Oh. 50-50 wrong. Let's try again. 50-50 right. Nice. Now I need to not clip through the floor. Cool. This is Ripper Tower. These are Rippers. I love Rippers. They're so cool. And this Ripper Tower was pretty bad. The puzzle of this room is that you freeze these Rippers to cross them. I mean, I think that was pretty self-explanatory. Like, I don't even know why I explained it. Next room we're gonna go to is the Pond Scum room. It's an annoying room most of the time, but with my exact equipment, it's not as bad. I call it the Pond Scum room, not because that's its name, but because I like calling it that. Power bomb. You can do single wall jumps only underwater in this game, because you have a lot of control over your momentum when underwater. And it's usually faster than letting off these bridges if you have to use bombs, but because I don't have to use bombs. I don't know why I'm trying to set up to go and get those with diffusion missile. I don't need. The last safe place to go get an item, other than Yakuza, is actually over here, so I'm gonna go do that real quick. And it's only safe because I can freeze these guys. Oh wow, what a whiff. Okay, there we go. Use freezing to get over here. Turn around and come towards me. Nope, you're not doing that. Alright, I need it to jump again. Well, that wasn't quite a jump, and that's not gonna quite reach. That's more like it. Easily done. Look at what's over here. Is it gonna be good? Maybe. Be nice if it was good. It's the speed booster. Okay, that's pretty good. With the speed booster plus what I have, I can actually get to the realm of infinite possibilities. Vector 3's green switch. And then with Varia, well, just with Varia alone, I have access to the entirety of Sector 5 with very little exception. I have access to everything I want in Sector 5 at the very least, which is nice. Not even gonna bother checking the boss item here. Partly because checking the boss item, the boss, if you didn't know, requires high jump to get out, and I don't have that. Alright, for a, forgive the pun, quick explanation on the speed booster. Speed booster lets you run fast, like this. And it breaks specific blocks called speed booster blocks. That's already pretty cool in its own right. But it also has another mechanic that I really enjoy, where if you crouch while running, then you store what's called a shine spark, and then you can basically do a big jump in midair. I'm an idiot. I forgot that I still need bombs or a jump upgrade in order to get the item there. Oh, I actually can't unlock green gates. I can get some stuff, just not green gates. So let me firstly charge up a shine spark and not bonk the ceiling. In any of these, I bonk the ceiling. It happens. To the us. I should know, I'm him. Let's, be careful going into here. I'm just doing this to check what the item is by panning the camera. Okay. You want to be very careful. Where you try to traverse in these rooms, here in Sector 3. The speed booster is very nice. I love speed boosting. It's one of my favorite things in all of the Metroid games, because I like going fast. Not Sonic the Hedgehog style fast, but like speed booster style fast, where there's like a very big skill factor in how you use shine sparks in tandem with basic speed in order to actually get places. Luckily, no, I'm not actually lucky. I can't go any further. Here's a good example of using speed boosts to just gain some time. You can shine spark through this room here. Whee! Bonk. Which I went through earlier in a much slower manner. I didn't show that because it's annoying. Go through. See, what's this? A secret item. Ooh. And so, using these shine sparks, not only am I able to get to places I wouldn't otherwise be able to, but I'm able to do it with style. And get the high jump plus the jump ball. High jump allows you to jump high. Jump ball allows you to jump ball. It's so self-explanatory, I felt stupid saying it. Now that we've got this, we can actually get this. Go to the Green Switch Palace, as I like to call it. Even though it's not Super Mario World, it's still funny to me. And I think it being funny to only me is what really matters. Comment if you agree. Even if you don't agree, please comment. Please. Please. Security level 2 unlocked. The green hatches. Let's go. With the green hatches, we get a lot of access in this area. We're looking for just the gravity suit right now. With the gravity suit, we'll actually be able to just finish up this seed and go fight the mysterious, evil monster known as the SAX. A copy of myself with my strongest historic abilities. Some of you might be familiar with this piece of junk. I know I am. I've defeated the SAX more times than I can count. I've also lost to the SAX a lot. And I'm not just talking about this game. If you know, you know. And you should know. They're the most popular videos on my channel. If you don't know, hi, welcome. I'm happy to have you. Not often that I get new blood, so to speak, and your blood is smelling new. Okay, well, I just drove people out in swarms, but, you know, that's what I get for talking. You know what? Maybe I should be a Hack Games long play guy. Just never talk and be okay at video games. Ooh, I'm kind of sucking at this fight. No, don't go there! Alright, well. Don't go over there. Oh, come on. You're being a joke, man. Die. That was really bad. Sorry, that was box. Gotta shoot him in the brain. And that's usually the big winning strategy. Shoot him in the brain. Powerbomb tank. Big waste of time. But I'm not here for this check. I'm here for all the checks that are above him. Call it checks mix. The way that, anyway. The way that all the checks are mixed up because it's a randomizer. Honestly, a randomizer series called Chex Mix kind of sounds funny. It sounds like a funny gimmick name, and then people don't watch because they're like, what the heck is that? Or they do, because you're popular and famous. Like, oh, that guy's a grub. Because that guy's doing Grease. And I like that guy. I know that guy, personally. My real life friend. That guy is a YouTuber. Also a grub. Don't put stock in what that guy is. Alright. I'm gonna loop back around to the bottom. Reason for looping back around to the bottom is I like it. I like going down and getting these checks. Call it Chex Mix the way yeah, the way that it's mixed up because it's a Did I tell this joke already? I don't know. Gravity suit. Okay, we're go mode. Actually, screw the rest of this area. Pun not intended. There's no screw. And what is this gravity suit? Meat suit. Sorry, any of you know a robot named Fight? I know some of you do. Now, Sector 5 is actually just adjacent to Sector 3. It's unlocked with green doors, which is what we unlocked in Sector 3. But it's also nice to have Gravity Suit going into here, because once I go and unlock the yellow locks, I'll pretty much just be able to participate in awesome gaming and get this area cleared out. Now, there's a trigger I need to accomplish first, which is unlock the yellow locks. So annoying, because they're tanky enough to live, like, all of these attacks. There's a powerbomb shortcut here, which is why I did that. We have to go unlock yellow locks, and then use the current equipment that we have. I'm a Wii streamer now, that I have. You don't have it, just me. I'm making you feel unincluded now. How does that sound? Anyway, what am I talking about? What were we talking about? I don't know. We lost our train of thought. Yeah, Sector 5, yellow locks. Boom, easy. We get those, and then when we're trying to leave the sector, it'll shake, which will be like, why did it shake? Oh, that's because it basically, like, stage transitions itself immediately into a broken state. This area's broken state actually allows us to get into lower Sector 4 from a hidden passage. Well, not a very hidden passageway. You actually have to go through it in the vanilla game. Vanilla? Like an envelope. Cool. Look at that. What is this gonna be? Wide beam. Oh, nice. Actually, that's so big. Wide beam increases our projectile count, which is so nice. It's so clutch. I need patience, I think. I think I need God. Yeah, I need patience for sure. Little patience, very nice. But what's here? Never mind, eat it. Anyway, yellow locks. We get those, we stage transition, we go into Sector 4 lower area, which is only accessible either with red locks or through this passage that we're about to go to. And, like, that's that. I'm here now. See? Hear that? Explosion. And now, when we come out of the area, notice a change has occurred. Not here, though. You'll notice it in the future. Check this room. Okay, don't care. This is the room that changed. Why did I do that? See how it's all broken up in here now? Wow, all broken up. This doorway's open now. And because that doorway's open, I can head straight down this kind of tunnel area and then put myself in the hole of dirt. And now we're through. We're through. And we're running. We're running so fast. This is awesome. Whee! Killed those fish. I love how that's set up, by the way. It feels so satisfying. But maybe it's because they recognized that gamers want to kill enemies. Why am I going over here? Little shortcut here. Not a shortcut, but you can see get an item there. I don't want a power bomb tank. I don't really. There's like 80 power bombs in this game, which is really annoying, honestly. There's missile blocks through here, so I wanted to blow this all up. Make my beam stop missing. We're off to the red locks. We need the red locks in order to open a door at the surface of... Not the surface, but at the top of the game. Back at the deck where we got our first item, the missiles, there's a red door above that we need to unlock. And in order to unlock red doors, we need to unlock this security room. Now that we have this security room unlocked, that red door opens and we can go and fight the final boss. The SAX. It's like the real final boss fight, and then after that is the true final boss. The Omega Metroid hybrid monster. Now, I don't really mind the Omega Metroid hybrid monster. Why do I call it a hybrid? Because it's a hybrid of Omega Metroid and not being a boss fight. It's really more like a scripted thing. We've unlocked red locks. That's maximum security. And with maximum security unlocked now, we can go directly end of the game. The main deck. Now the story reason for this is we have to activate a self-destruct sequence, which will cause the station that we're on to plummet into the planet SR-388, which is the planet below us. The host of these weird jelly creatures called the X that I've been eating. Those things, like, basically clone life, or, like, imitate life and then overtake it. And it's really, like, a menacing little thing. I have Metroid DNA, because the Metroid were made to eat the X, according to lore. And because I have Metroid DNA, I'm able to defeat all comers that are X-related. Like this guy. Zombie Man. Does that guy have a name? Yo, Fusion people. Does that zombie have a name? I know you speedrunners like naming things. No. Opstick. Be oppin' for sure, brother. Yeah. Oh, boss time. Boss time. It's unlocked. Bing. Bang. 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 Boom. Bang. 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 Bing. Ooh. A little tricky. Final boss, by the way? Why can't I aim up? Oh, yeah, I remember. Wrong button. Got him anyway. Cool. That's phase 2 done. It's weak to the charge shot. Plus plasma beam. Or so the lore would have you believe. And now this is the core. Remember that charge beam boss that I killed like right at the beginning? Bang. Got him. Show me that. Bang. Got him. Show me more. Bang. Got him. Show me a little more. Bang. Got him. Alright. Now get out of here. Thank you. Hey, I'm dancing here. Alright, we've defeated the SAX, hardest boss in all of Metroid history. Don't tell Super Metroid Ridley I said that. Alright. Orbit changed. Now we're launching this thing into the stratosphere. Ooh, perfect jump. My favorite sound. Well, not my favorite sound. My favorite sound is probably something like bing, or like like the Metroid Fusion Escape sequence is like pretty close. If you ask me. Of course you didn't ask, so screw you, princess. Okay, one of these days I'm gonna learn the strategy for falling through that room, and it's gonna be perfect movement. I remember there's a guy that I used to watch every once in a while. Was it Jagger? Not Mick Jagger. That would be ridiculous. Oh, right. I can't actually hurt this guy. Jagger G, who had a strategy for falling through that room in Morph Ball, specifically Randomizer. I thought that was pretty sick because you would unmorph and get like this low height spark through the whole room. I thought that was crazy. Wanted to do it, but I've never done it before. I've never practiced it. Because I don't practice. I just get good at games by playing them. Without practicing. That makes sense. Oh wow, I suck. Okay. Oh wow, I super suck? Get me out of the way. My mash is really bad here. Ah, my mash is bad here. Oh wow, I'm actually losing. Got him. I wasn't losing. Why would I lose? I never lose. Take one of those and call me in the final boss, by the way. Did less damage than that cutscene. And away we go. And that is a GG! That is a Metroid Fusion Randomizer done! I hope that this was coherent and you learned something. GG!